the new goHUNT internet. We've made it, Lorenzo. We got really good internet. It better be fast. No one's gonna break their neck coming in your office. Take the cord to the gym.
I'm nervous.
Hey, bud.
What's up?
I just heard some news.
How'd your buck break? We want to hear the whole story of how everything went down.
Oh God. You want me to relive this horrible moment over and over again?
What happened? I don't understand what happened.
We thought it was the crane that ran into it. I think it did actually hit it earlier. Walk outside into the office, walk over there, and there's a giant freaking scissor lift, like literally inches away from my pedestal. And instantly, so I think they either bumped into it with the scissor lift, trying to put a bunch of wires in the ceiling. And then I walk over there and I see my giant 204-inch deer on the ground, just laying there, broken off my mount.
Oh, shit. Dude. I thought it split in half.
I'm sick to my stomach.
Like if you go, like you can feel that it's.
Oh yeah, it's totally loose.
Oh yeah, that antler's off.
So I moved it without telling me. Didn't tell anyone to actually move it. And the way they broke it is, so the pedestal is square, obviously in the bottom, but the deer, the shoulder hangs out over the side of the pedestal. So it looks like they could move it a full foot to push it out of the way. But in a sense, what was happening when they were trying to push the pedestal, I thought they were pushing on the deer at first, because that would definitely not be good. Because one of the deer actually had a bunch of scars, or not scars, but the hair was all bent. So I can see someone was touching the hair of the deer. Don't like that. But they were pushing the pedestal, trying to move it out of the way. And so the deer shoulder eventually was hitting the wall. And they're trying to push, and they can see on the other side that there's nothing in the way. So they probably thought it was catching on the floor. So they kept pushing harder and harder. And finally, that force of it leaning against there snapped the weld, and the deer fell on the ground.
That's a stinger, Brady.
And the ears broke.
Yeah.
Broke the ear.
It's like a loose tooth.
Got a buff right out.
Yeah.
I give Brady quite a bit of crap because he's so OCD with his stuff. But this time I actually felt really bad. That sucks. What happened?
I've heard everything about Brady's broken buck because I was heartbroken to hear about the broken buck. And I went over there, Brady filled me in on the entire story, and it's not good. Had to happen to your best buck.
Yep.
Your buck with actual eye guards.
It's like, yeah, it could happen to one of my smaller deer. It would still hurt. But having it happen on the mount that I'm most proud of, because that's two of my biggest deer ever, and it is my biggest deer of all time, having the skull plate snapped.
Why do people hate my art?
What non-hunters don't understand too is these are one of a kind art pieces, right? Yeah. So think about a piece of art that's literally, there's only one. Yeah. There's only one cape and horn setup, and if it's not the original cape and horn, then it's not the original art piece.
Fortunately, the guys said they will cover it, their company, which is awesome. But the problem is, I don't think they realize the cost this is going to be, because cape cost, mounting it cost, very expensive. It's not going to be cheap to redo a whole mount, fix the skull plate. It's going to take extra time for the taxidermist to make sure it's all perfect. And then also I'm going to have a welder then come into the office, and they can weld it so to make sure the bracket's at the right angle, otherwise the deer will be crooked on the mount. So all those things stacked up on top, it's going to be an expensive bill for these construction workers.
Hopefully this is our turning point though.
It is.
This is the turn of good luck now.
Yeah.
Office is coming together. This is the turning point right here.
Mm-hmm. Overall, has the office been coming together decoratively?
Yeah, the office has really come together, kind of taken shape and feel of what I want it to be. So I've been trying to tell people that what we felt when we first moved in here, like the cafeteria, hospital, psych ward feel, that was going to go away at some point. We just needed the labor and the materials to actually do it, which is not the easiest thing to do in this day and age.
We got our mounts hung, which is good. We had the orange stripe done, which is good. The barn wood looks good now, but there was a guy just for a week straight. And it was like when we were doing our quarterly business planning, where we had all of our remote team members here. So the office was packed, and it was just like
pretty hard to get everybody excited about it because they just didn't see it happening, but we finally have it all here and put together and coming in. Right now we just need to finish up with a little bit of art pieces, a couple TVs on the wall, but it's come a long ways.
Can we get a little tease about some upcoming insider enhancements and what they do or what they mean for insiders?
Well, yeah, we're getting into app season. planning for your 2022 season, all that stuff. We have Point Tracker, which is one of the most widely requested features over the last 5 years, where you can put in your state, your residency, points by species, where you can keep it like your dashboard, but then also it carries over. So when you're looking at draw odds, it'll save your settings. When you're looking at filtering 2.0, it'll save your settings. And you can do it by family members. So you can do it for you, your wife, your kids, whatever.
But going forward now into 2022, this is really when like all the tech that we've been working on is actually going to get out into the wild and into the hands of our insiders, which it'll be different for sure. I'm excited to get it out there. Yeah, we appreciate all of our members, obviously. So it goes without saying, but Merry Christmas to our members. We're nothing without our members and our customers, and we work every single day facing our customers' problems and issues and solving those before anything else. You know, we have the major benefit of being a company that is not beholden or controlled by anybody except me in this room and the stakeholders in this business. So we're very focused on just solving the customer's problems, and we'll always be committed to that. So Merry Christmas is the wrong message after that, but you get what I'm saying.